There are times when what should have been a simple check takes an unexpected turn, resulting in panic, blood, and deadly injuries. Some of these life-threatening, dramatic turns of events are caught on body cams. In this video, we'll look at some of the most insane body cam moments of all time. Officer Tedesco. On July 28, 2018, at around 5 a.m., Officer Tedesco went to check the plates on a strange car. The car was parked on a private property walkway along Four Seasons Boulevard and Sullivan Lake Boulevard. She had no idea what she was about to encounter. A run-in with a guy named Martel, who was a suspect of fatally murdering an elderly man just the day before.
11. I have the 2840 out of Pennsylvania.
She approached Martel's car and asked him what he was doing out in a bush. Unable to provide a meaningful answer, the officer then asked for his driver's license, which he replied he didn't have. She then asked for his name. The suspect, in an attempt to hide his identity, gave the officer a fake name.
King Henry Lincoln 4596. King Henry Lincoln 4596. No!
However, when she checked the name he gave her, she couldn't find any record of him.
If you stop,
I'll leave.
Okay,
I'll
let
leave.
go.
No,
Let go.
no.
Let go.
Hey, no! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! No! 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 Please don't do me! Please!
She then requested that he provide any documents that might identify him. It was still dark outside, and Tedesco had a flashlight with her. Martel then passes the officer a piece of paper as he begins to plan his next actions, which sparked a drastic change of events.
Please! Please! Stop me!
While she was lost trying to figure out what the paper contained, Martel then did the unexpected. He took out a gun and pointed it at the officer, who instantly began to scream in fear and beg for her life.
8521 shots fired by the police. One suspect down.
Oh my god.
She had never expected such a thing would happen to her that morning. She tries to tell Martel that she'll leave as she continues to beg for her life. However, Martel is now deaf to her screams as he tries to pull her in through the window. Unfortunately for Martel, she had another officer close as backup. This officer heard her screams and ran towards the event in an attempt to rescue her. Immediately, the backup officer got to her. He pulled out his weapon and shot Martel fatally in the face. The home invasion and murder suspect immediately died. He was on the run for murdering an 88-year-old man before his abrupt end. However, in this case, an act of help by an officer soon turned into a scene of terror. Suspect attacking an officer. A Douglas County officer noticed a stranded motorist in a white GMC SUV at County Line Road and Santa Fe Drive, which prompted him to step out of his cruiser to help. He should have stayed back and called for backup before approaching the car if he had known. The officer had walked to the right side of the vehicle to have a discussion with the driver of the car. He noticed that the driver was getting out of the vehicle from the other side, so he decided to meet him at the other side of the car, only to be met with an instant attack from the driver ambushing him with a rifle. On impulse, out of fear, the cop instantly fired at the suspect, who was taking off after attacking. After shooting the suspect, he immediately calls it in.
Key 15 shots fired! Key 15 shots fired! Key 15 shots fired!
Fear was very evident in the officer's voice as he repeatedly ordered the suspect to get on the ground. He had not expected to be met with that sudden attack.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Don't move!
After getting the suspect to finally drop his gun and lay on the ground, the officer requested backup.
King 15. I'm okay. Start medical for a subject with a bleeding arm. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
But the fear in the officer's voice remained evident as he kept ordering the suspect to remain on the ground.
Don't move! Let me see your hands! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Alright!
Backup soon arrived and arrested the suspect. He was charged with first-degree assault on a police officer. However, the cop sustained no injury. The next case also discusses fear, but the end of the case is something no one expected. Christian Glass. What started as a call for help would soon end in bloody gunfire. On June 11, 2022, at around 12:30 a.m., near Silver Plume in Clear Creek County, Colorado, Christian Glass, 22 years old, was driving alone on the evening of June 10th when his car swerved off the road. Unable to get the car back on the road, he called 911 for help.
Hello, 911.
I'm in a vehicle. My vehicle got stuck in a really bad way.
He soon started talking about seeing skinwalkers, witches from an old myth. In a short moment, he started breathing heavily.
Do you know what a skinwalker is, man? They might just go by. I might be lucky.
Okay, can I get your date of birth real quick?
I'm so lucky. Oh, I'm so lucky.
He told the 911 responders further that he had just came out of a depression and had a spiritual awakening.
I had a spiritual awakening a few months ago and came out of my 10 years of depression, and
He even disclosed that he had weapons on him.
Are there any weapons that you're aware of that...
I have a weapon on me. I will throw them out the window as soon as an officer gets here. I have 2 knives and a hammer, and a rubber mallet. I guess that's a weapon. I'm not dangerous. I will keep my hands completely visible.
Both cars, be advised, this party is stating that he has weapons in the vehicle with him, 2 knives, a hammer, and a rubber mallet. He did state that he would throw them out of the window as soon as officers got on scene to make you feel safe.
The police soon responded to the call, and they arrived at Glass's location. On getting there, they told him to get out of the car, but Glass, who seemed to have had some mental distress, refused to leave the vehicle.
Come out and talk to us.
Come on, dude, we're here to help. We're here to help. Come on, bud. Please push me out, ram me out, and I'll follow you to a police station.
He continued to tell the cops that he was terrified to step outside of the vehicle. The cops kept mentioning the weapons he said he had in the vehicle.
You already said you have weapons in the vehicle. Because you already said you have weapons in the car.
Okay, I'm gonna pass them out.
No, do not throw them out. Do not touch them. Do not reach for them.
However, even though Glass was adamant about stepping out of the vehicle, he kept his hands where the officers could see them.
He's got a knife in his seat right there. His seat. Okay. Step out of the car now. 161 at gunpoint. Step out of the car now.
After an hour of trying to get him out of the vehicle, the now agitated officers told him that they were going to break the window if he continued to refuse to come out of the vehicle.
Step out of the car now. I will break the window. Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
Glass continued to explain that he was scared of leaving the vehicle.
Knife? Why are you scared of the knife?
That's why I want you out of the car so we can have this conversation safely. Period. That's it.
This is the only way I can be safe. I don't understand that.
What are you talking about?
A female officer even walked up to him and tried to talk to him calmly to convince him to get out of the car, but Glass remained adamant.
What can you tell me about what's going on? We're trying to help you out. You know, I see you're doing the heart thing with your hands. Look, we love you too. We just want you to be safe.
After several attempts by different officers to get him out of the car proved to be resultless, the officers then began to force the door open. It was then that Glass pulled out a knife and things started going haywire.
Big door section. Oh, this ain't working. All right. Knife in his hand. Knife in his hand. Watch crossfire. Watch crossfire.
In that moment, things began to turn ugly as all the officers pulled out their guns and pointed them at Glass.
Watch out. Watch crossfire. Watch crossfire. Troop.
Christian.
Drop the knife!
Please drop the knife! Randy, you got that door held?
Glass moved towards an officer, clutching a tiny knife, and attempted to stab himself. It was this deadly move by Glass that prompted the officers to tase him and then shoot Glass 5 times, killing him instantly.
Come, please help. That's not good sign. What's that beep? I love you. Thank you.
Yeah.
The brutal killing of Glass brought a lot of tears to his family, while the cops who pulled the trigger were charged with second-degree murder. The following case, however, demonstrates police bravery and heroism rather than brutality. Police saved man from burning vehicle. On the 24th day of 2021, 2 Austin police showed what true bravery and heroism is. They responded to reports of a burning vehicle with a man stuck in the car. Immediately after arriving on scene, the first officer fearlessly ran towards the car. Bravely, he pulled out his baton and began to hit it fearlessly on the window in order to break the glass, just to save the man in the vehicle from burning to death. Soon, the second cop joined him with a fire extinguisher. The cop held the blazing hot handle of the car and pulled the door open.
Hey, man. Woo. Come on. Hit it.
The 2 cops then bravely put their hands into the car and pulled out the man who was already having a seizure from the excessive smoke and heat that had filled inside the car.
Come on, man. Come out. Get out. Help me get him real quick. Come on out. Come on. Pull. Come on.
Knowing the car was going to go into more flames soon, the brave officers pulled the man further away from the fire.
Hey, help me pull him over there. We'll get away from the fire. 1, 2, 3. Here.
The cops immediately called for a medic and did everything they could to stop the man from having seizures.
You're okay. You're okay. You're good.
The craziest thing soon happened as the car blew up. The officers had risked their lives and selflessly saved a man from burning to death. The next case, however, is a case of a real-life Hollywood action chase scene between a cop and a criminal. Officer Trooper Miller. On April 2nd, 2022, Oklahoma Highway Patrol was alerted to be on the lookout for 32-year-old Charles Carwell, an armed robbery suspect. Officer Trooper Miller then went in pursuit of the suspect who was trying to escape the law. However, the The suspect is also ready for the cop as he starts to shoot at him.
City shots fired. He shot one through the back window.
Carwell then shoots again at the cop, but the calm cop gently swerves away from the bullet.
Still pointing the gun.
The suspect continues to fire multiple shots at the cop. The cop then attempts to stop the suspect's car by using a tactical maneuver.
That was ugly.
The officer who was boldly smiling his way through the chase attempts another tactical maneuver on Carwell. However, Carwell isn't going to give in easily. Not without a fight. Carwell fires another shot that comes close to the confident cop. This then pushes the cop to make a successful tactical maneuver as he pushes the car to the side of the road and brings the car to a stop, putting an end to the high-octane chase.
TBI.
When the vehicle stopped, however, the suspect got out of his car with a gun and started shooting at the officer. The scene soon turned into a shootout and ended with the suspect finally shot to death, while the officer sustained minor injuries. The officer was taken to a nearby hospital for treatment. Which of these body cam moments is the most insane to you? Let us know in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel to get notified of other videos. Also, give this video a like if you liked it. See you in the next one.